So students, we are going to start with the second topic, okay, with the next topic rather than. It is saying the flights in the bird, and the flight in the birds is made possible with the help of the three things. Okay, what are the three things which helps? That is the three important organs. Okay, it is written here the three important organs are necessary for the flight in the birds, and what are those? The first is the wings. The wings are supplied with feathers and flight muscles. You all remember just before when we studied about the fish, I told you all are seeing the fins. But apart from the fins, the fish has the muscles. And in case of human beings also, our bodily posture is made possible only with the help of the muscles. So in case of the birds also, the muscles are attached with the wings, and they make the movement of the wings possible. So the first thing we are going to study is about the wings. So we all know that if you all have studied about the homologous and the analogous organ, homologous organ if you all have studied, then there you have studied that the four limbs of the birds are modified into which organ? They are modified into the wings. And wings, it is a very complex structure. Why? Because it consists of bones. Naturally, the wings are made up of bones, and the bones are supplied with muscles to make the movement possible. And these muscles are again supplied with the nerve and the blood vessels. You all know blood vessels and nerves. Impulse is generated from where? From the nerves. Okay. So to that the bird needs to fly. This impulse should come from the nerves. So again, apart from the nerve, the blood vessels, they are supplying nourishment to these feathers. Like how we have our bones, our each and every cells require the nourishment, and these nourishment are supplied by the blood vessels, and then you have the feathers. Okay, now we are going to see that how this wings helps. Okay, so what is the function of these wings? So during the flight, the wings are expanded. You all know when the bird flies, the wings are expanded and flapped by the action of the flight muscles. So who is making the movement possible of the wing? It is the flight muscles. And when the bird it is in resting condition, you all know the birds fold their wings. Next we see the feathers. So to the wings, what is attached? If you all can see here, a bird is expanding its wing. So when it is expanding its wing, we all can see the feathers are attached to these wings. Okay. So here you all can see the feathers are looking like what? The feathers are leaf-like structure consisting of vein, barb and barbules. Okay. So I have drawn a structure of a feather. So you all can see here. So this is the central axis, or this is the central part of the feather to which the feathers are being attached. Okay, so this part, this is called the central axis, and it is divided into two. Okay, this part, the solid part which is present, to which this leaf like structure, or you can say the hair are attached. Okay, this is called the rachis, and below the rachis this is called the shaft. Okay, this shaft, it is being attached to the muscles, okay, of the wings. So naturally this is the hole through which the blood vessels enters and supplies nourishment to this feather. Okay, now the part, the shaft, this is the whole part, it is called the vein. So whole leaf like structure which is present, it is called the vein. And you all can see it is giving a fine hair like structure. This is called the barb. Okay, so I have drawn here to this vein. Okay, from where the veins, or from where the division takes place. So the main axis from the rachis is divide, and it forms what? It forms the barb. This barb further divides into finer branches. This is called the barbules. Okay, so this is all about it. So again I am saying the central axis, it is divided into two. The part to which the barbs are attached, this is called the vein. So this whole leaf like structure, it is called vein. And this rachis divide into further short branches, that is called barb. This barb again divides into finer branches called the barbules. Okay, and the shaft portion of the feather attaches is to the muscle, and you all can see that there is a hole here through which the nerves and blood vessels enters. Okay, this was all about the feathers. So what we all can see here, the feathers are basically, okay, again here said the feathers are of the bird are of different shapes and sizes. Naturally these feathers are not same, they are of different shapes and sizes according to their position. So the big sizes feathers on the wings are called the remiges. So the feathers which are attached to the wings, they are called the remiges, and the big feathers on the tail are called rectrices. So the feathers which are attached to the wings, they are called remiges, and that which are attached to the tail, they are called rectrices. Okay, remiges help in flapping, while the rectrices, okay, help in steering during the flight. So you all know, in case of the fish also, the caudal fin which is present at the tip, it is helping as a steering organ. In case of the birds also, the feathers which are present on the tail, they are acting as a steering organ, that is changing the direction. Okay, now the functions. So feathers are greatly increase the surface area. So the main function of the feather is to increase the surface area of the wings, okay, and thus help in flight. Second, they help to maintain the body temperature. Naturally the feathers are covering the body and they are helping to maintain the body temperature and maintains, okay, it is moreover the feathers are also act as waterproof coat. So when the rain falls, okay, or it is acting as, it does not allow the bird to get wet very soon. Okay, next we are going to see the flight muscles, a very important part. So flight muscles, you all have to remember the name and the function of it. Some important muscles in the body, okay, in the body of the birds are very strong for flapping. So what are those muscles it is giving here? They are known as the flight muscle. First it is called pectoralis major, help in downstroke of the wing. So when the birds goes downward, okay, downward stroke of the wing is made possible with the pectoralis major. Then you have pectoralis minor, help in elevating the wing. So when the bird raises his wing, which muscle is helping? It is pectoralis minor. And then you have coracobranchials, help in depressing the wing. So to put the wing downward, okay, coracobranchials, they are helping the wing in the depression. So this was all about the movement, that how the flight is made possible in the birds. Okay, so in the next class we'll deal with the locomotion in human being. Thank you.